Monorant's Gen V, the only Gen V podcast that was right about Cipher for about 5 seconds. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and with me is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
I don't know, we might still be right.
Well, we could still be right, but I feel like we maybe fell for it, hook, line and sinker.
Yeah.
You raised my hopes and dashed them quite expertly, sir. Because I was like, yes, they said he's a human. We were right. And then by the end of the episode,
there's something going on. Yeah, he can do something, but like...
Yeah, I don't...
What's in the box? Who's in the box?
I don't think Marie was wrong about him not having V in his blood. So he's either a completely
in his brain?
Different kind of soup.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's like, maybe he's a puppet himself and like...
He's being used
puppets all the way down.
He's being roboted around by Godalkin. In
the tube thing in the house? Yeah. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves though. Because it's season 2, episode 4.
Yes.
Bags.
Yeah, it was either that or goat.
I would have preferred goats. But yes, we have new writers and new directors. Well, new director that have not done anything for The Boys or Gen V before. Director Alric Riley, who has done stuff for The Walking Dead and Lucifer and Once and Bridgerton, among a whole host of other stuff.
Cool.
A bunch of stuff for English TV as well, because I think he is English. And then writers Brant Engelstein and Chris. Now, it's spelled Dinges. I'm going to assume it's not pronounced Dingus. Dinges? Dingus?
This is the same problem I have with Roger Bumpass?
Roger Bumpass? Yeah. So, Chris Dingus. I'm assuming that's not how you pronounce your name.
Not how you pronounce it.
They seem to be...
Please correct us. We like...
On the off chance you listen, feel free to correct us. But that has happened once before, in fairness.
Yeah.
But yeah, they seem to be writing partners, at least in some shows. They've written on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter, and there was another show. There was like 3 or 4 shows they wrote on together, and then a few things they wrote on separately. Yeah. But this is the first time any of them have worked on Gen V or The Boys, but didn't do a bad job.
No.
So I noticed last week we forgot to do a summary.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'll try not to forget this week, so I'll just do it now. Vought has changed the narrative again, so Jordan is a lying ingrate, Marie is the golden girl, and they're heading for a collision whether they like it or not. In an effort to stop the fight, the gang recruits Cate, and to help them, Emma recruits her own gang.
Yeah, the day he was going on, he was banging on the last episode, about how the ranking system was going to be really important. Are we going to get like showdowns every week for the rankings now to like stay at number 1? Because Marie, I'm assuming this is how they were like, oh well, you put Jordan in number 1, now you have to get rid of him, and this is how they're doing it.
I assume so. That like after this, Vought are hoping at least the focus will be on Marie for winning the fight, and they can kind of push Jordan aside and not worry too much about any of the stuff that Jordan said, because it seems like they are, as we see at the very start of the episode. Yeah. Firecracker is dropping some truth bombs and saying that Jordan is a liar. It's obvious because the proof is Cate, the person who got attacked, is saying it was Starlighters. Yeah. And furthermore, as we dive deeper into the gay tricks, not only that, but that bitch Justine. Oh, yeah. Has a video saying that Jordan came into the bathroom in boy form. Oh no, it's terrible.
Yeah, they had their winky out.
Yeah. I do like the tickers are always great.
The tickers
anytime we get Vought
new
stuff,
the tickers are always fabulous.
Vought source says DEI to blame.
Yeah.
And the he/she/liar that comes up on screen. It's as ever, it's good stuff. They're still pushing Jordan is pushing the Starlighters woke agenda, and we do see some of the like resist stuff that's been spray painted around campus.
Yeah, because they're like, even in a God-fearing place like Godalkin University, a good Christian,
there's still Starlighters wokeness is seeping in, and that's basically how they're framing the whole Jordan's a liar. Even God U is getting infected with wokeness, so we need to try and fight it harder. And no, the match isn't announced there yet.
No,
it's a while before the public learns about that, because Jordan and Marie are outside the office.
Yeah, this is just like all the shit they're saying, and
how they're framing what Jordan did.
Yeah, like basically this is the immediate fallout of Jordan's like shocking statement.
They handled it pretty well, because we weren't sure last week how they would spin it.
Yeah.
But I suppose that is the easiest way for them to spin it, is she's straight up lying and we can prove it.
Yeah, because here's the victim being like, no, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jordan and Marie waiting outside of Cipher's office he's currently
It sounds like he's chewing out Cate. Well, we hear him chewing out Cate at the end of it.
Bollocking.
Maybe it's Cate saying she didn't want to have to do that video.
Yeah.
I suppose it doesn't matter ultimately what he was giving out to her over, but
Vought has the last word,
she's now starting to push against what they want her to do by the sounds of it. And he's still trying to keep her in her place. But outside, Jordan and Marie are talking about not whose fault it was, but Jordan's like, I think I fucked up.
I think I did the stupid thing.
I did the stupid thing. And, look, it's on me, so I'll take the fall. And Marie is like, no, we're in this together.
Yeah, like I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. You don't have to take the fall. And then, Cate gets chucked out of the office, and the dean is like,
get in.
You two, get inside. And apparently, there was at least one person, human, who
survived
the massacre in Vought Tower.
Yeah.
Because Seth's still alive.
Yay! Seth's been through enough. He didn't deserve to die in that.
No, in fairness, he lost his penis.
Yeah.
And then had to put up with A-Train's bullshit. The A-Train to Africa stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
So I'm glad at least he survived.
Yeah.
And he's still as good at his job as he ever was.
Oh my God, is he? I love the fact that he's like, they're workshopping the name, just let it be shit.
The title card sucks. Just
just let it suck.
Yeah, let it suck. It's a placeholder. But yeah, he gets straight into his
merch,
spiel.
Oh,
the merch that they have.
Bloodbender and the gender bender, and I was just like hilarious on many levels because obviously Futurama and the gender bender.
Oh God, wait, no, even further
back, yeah.
But yeah, no, his little spiel is just pure Seth when he's going on about.
Oh, I love Jordan, it when they're doing the marketing.
Confusing, duplicitous, Marie.
The
golden
pitches,
girl, babyface, one of the good ones on the rise. He's just so good at it. And then doing the fight thing, hostility at the university doesn't roll off the tongue. But what they come up with later, I do like unsafe spaces. And basically, they're kind of like, this is shit, and start to protest. And the dean is like, look, Jordan, everybody hates you.
Yeah, you gotta do this.
They want to see you get beaten, so this is what's going to happen. And they're like, well, what if we say no? And he kind of gets a bit angry.
Just a touch.
And says, you don't have a choice. I have a van waiting outside to take you and your little friend Emma back to Elmira if you don't do this. Poor Seth is just sitting there in the corner like,
Can I leave?
Can I leave? Is it there that Marie points out? She's like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't beat Jordan.
Yeah, I can't beat Jordan.
Cipher then says,
he's like, you guys are going to fight and Marie's going to win. And she's like, but I can't. And then he has his moment of, you don't have a choice.
But also says, you will, because I'm going to train you personally.
I'd say today, 3:00.
Basically sends them on their way then. It's like, yeah, look, it's happening. I'll see you for training later. Off you go.
Yeah, well, they're trying to... Jordan's like, oh, we'll make a deal. We'll do this if you don't send anybody to Elmira.
Yeah. So that they head off and fill Emma in, basically. Who is not too pleased to find out that she's had Elmira threatened and hung above her head.
Yeah, and
one more time
as well, because she's like, well, they're never going to stop anything we do. This is going to be the threat. Like,
yeah, this is what they're going to hold over us all the time now.
Yeah.
They can always use this. The only idea that Marie can come up with is to go and chat to Cate.
Yeah, we'll get Cate to push him. That's the only thing that they can think of. They're like, well, at least if they can push him, or at least try and find out what he's doing, because they're also confused as to his motivation, because they're like, he knows you're Odessa. Why would he harm you? Is this all going to end up to be some sort of like weird fucked up training exercise to like push Marie and her powers?
Well, I assume, given everything that we see going forward, that that's what it is. And even what we've seen so far in the last couple of episodes, Cipher is like training these students to be warriors, but has a special interest in her. I don't know, like the training with the rest of them and the rankings is for them to be Homelander's cannon fodder. But I don't think the training with Marie is...
No, I think she's to take him out.
Yeah.
She's the backup plan.
She is the backup. Like, we've always known Vought has wanted to have a backup plan for Homelander.
Yeah.
But the Dean...
Did they miss a chance with Newman?
The boys certainly thought that Newman might be able to take out Homelander initially. But, if we just need to know what Cipher's motivations are.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely playing his part for Homelander in terms of he's doing what Homelander and Vought want by training up the students, but he definitely has his own thing going on.
And it's all linked to the dude in the tube.
It probably is.
Tubes!
And he gives a few hints this episode, I think, but before we get to those hints that he drops, Marie's suggestion is let's go talk to Cate, and nobody can come up with a better suggestion.
Yeah, because doesn't seem to be any other... Well, you've got what's-his-face, but...
Who?
He's not going to help them after they blew his dick off.
Oh, Rufus, yeah. There's nobody else really who can do it except for Cate.
And she's close to the Dean.
So they go see Cate, who assumes they're there to attack her over what she said in the Truth Bomb video, and Jordan immediately goes on the offensive and is like, yeah, like you had a fucking choice. Like you had a choice. It's like, well, you know how this goes, Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, this is what they do. They make you say shit and they hold shit over you. Like, you literally just walked out of the Dean's office where the Dean was like, do this thing or you're going back to Elmira. You don't think he can say the exact same thing to Cate? Like... But cooler heads prevail when Marie makes them. And Kate's like...
Yeah, she's like, there's bigger shit going on.
Well, Kate's first is like, what makes you think that I won't just go straight to the Dean? Marie's like, just hear us out.
Yeah.
We don't actually see that conversation that they have because we cut to Emma getting high with Harper and Ali.
Yeah, Emma's told them everything.
Yeah, Emma's filled them in on the fact that there's a fight. No. And it's like, no, Emma, stop bringing them in. You're going to get them killed. She really is. And I really hope she doesn't. But, like, maybe not, but by the end of the episode, they might be implicated.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It depends on whether or not Cipher knows Emma was working alone. But, again, I'm getting ahead of myself. They are talking about the fight, and then Emma's like, hey, we really should do what I was talking about last week of, like, sabotaging shit.
Yeah, like actual sabotage.
To convince them, she's like, look, I can get big or small if I need to. Harper's got her chameleon power, we can definitely use that. And what's your power, Ali?
And Ali's like, I got Medusa hair.
Well, yeah, she's hesitant first, but then is like, yeah, I got, like, I can control my hair, like Medusa, but not snakes, and not the hair on my head.
No.
Emma is like, oh, that's cool, but not what I was expecting. Very 70s. Ali is then a little bit encouraged and is like, do you want to see it? And Emma's like, no, I don't. And her brother shows up.
Yeah, her brother's the guy from the drama class.
He's, the one who, I can't remember, he just makes some comment during the Modesty Monarch class. I can't remember what he said, but he leans in and makes some joke to Emma in the class. I can't remember what it's about.
She's going on about, like, obeying her husband or some shit.
It's something to do with Modesty Monarch speech, but he cops her anyway straight away. And it's like, hey, you're the one who's in my class.
I like the way he's introduced as this is my brother. He flies.
Well, he is outside the window, I'm assuming.
He got the better power.
Yeah.
So much for the windows not being able to open.
That's a good point. He comes in through the window.
Yeah, but we also discovered that the walls don't hold them either.
Definitely not hold Sam anyway. Yeah. But yeah, he comes in and they're like, it's cool, he's a Starlighter too.
Yeah.
And he flirts with Emma a little.
Yeah, well, first of all, he's like, I love you, but you're going to have to pay for the weed.
To the sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we find out that the sister is just unbelievably wealthy. Well, the father's wealthy. The reason that, because she's like, oh, I don't really have a cool power. And Emma's like, well, you should do. You got in, yeah. And it's like, no, well, my dad paid for the library. Looks a bit embarrassed about it. That's
everything. A good point. Yeah, they shouldn't need to pay for weed.
Yeah.
If Daddy's that rich, or maybe Daddy spent all his money on the library.
Yeah, get the kids in.
After
spending all the money on this, and you gave him a shit power.
Well, I mean, he's rich enough to buy V for both his kids as well, I'm assuming. But yeah, that scene just kind of ends with Emma and... Do we get a name for the brother?
Yeah, but I can't remember what it is.
With them just flirting a little bit. And we do cut back to the guys talking Cipher. To Marie. Yeah, we do actually see a little bit of their conversation where Marie is like, why don't you go and push Cipher or read his mind? And Cate says she has tried loads of times. She's tried to read his mind, but she just can't get a read on him, and she's never gotten close enough to push him because he
won't let her close enough.
Basically. Which, in hindsight, again, that just complicates the thing of if he's not human, or if he is human, and how could Cate not read his mind? She's talking about presumably when she was fully powered still.
Yeah.
And she could read Soup's minds and she could read normal people's minds, but she still couldn't read his.
Oh.
So, yeah, no, just more questions around Cipher. We get answers and we get more questions. But yeah, she says she tried. It wouldn't work. But that's when I think they come up with the plan for... She tells them about the room with the big safe in his house that wasn't there when Shetty was there. So he's definitely hiding something and that they should go and check it out. They're like, well, how? He's got security everywhere. He will definitely find out about it. And Marie's like, not if he's busy with me doing the training thing. And we get our first ad spot for the fight.
Yeah, well, that was put up last night.
Yeah, the socials released that, and they also released the
behind
the scenes of the guys just being like, I'm not filming this bullshit, and then how it's cut together. But yeah, it's just, they often will use ad promos on TV to segue into the next scene because Jordan's sitting there watching the ad and then goes to read the comments, and Kate's like, don't read the comments. It's never good to read the comments. She starts talking about the comments she got on Flipped and how horrible they were, and Jordan immediately picks out the comment that mentions Cate and how Jordan's a liar. Cate tells the truth. And Kate's like, come on, how many times do I have to apologise? Jordan's like, once would be nice. But I think she has.
No.
No?
No, she was like, I'm sorry you were in there. But she's like,
I suppose, yeah, she's still not really taking responsibility for them being in Elmira in the first place. Jordan says once would be nice, and Cate does say, okay, look, I'm sorry. But, you know, I'd also like an apology for you trying to kill me. And they have a little bit of a fight, and it gets deep. They go back to, like, first year stuff, like, prior. And it's kind of a weird scene. It's like they get bitchy at each other, and then Kate's like, oh, we're going that far back. Well, remember that time that you sucked 4 dicks in...
My girlfriend's sucked 32 dicks.
Like, in a row? But yeah, for whatever reason, I think just like harkening back to when they were friends.
Yeah.
They kind of soften up a little bit, and Jordan says, look, I think I'm never going to be able to forgive you, and I kind of hate that. Cate agrees.
It's not that I'm never going to be able to forgive you. She says, I'm
always going to be mad at you, is that it?
Yeah. But
then they see their opening as Dean Cipher rides away.
On his bicycle?
On his little bicycle with his helmet. He looks so funny.
He looks like he's so wobbly.
Yeah, no, he actually is a good point. He doesn't look very certain on that bike, does he?
No, he's about as graceful on that bicycle as I am.
Yeah. I was going to defend you. I was going to defend you there, but no. No, you are just, you have no balance whatsoever. Balance. No. And when you do get to, like, when you're doing okay on them, then things happen, like the pedals fall off.
Twice!
Yeah.
Twice! In 2 different countries.
But your inability to cycle is somewhat like Kate's inability to use her powers, because it just doesn't go right when she approaches the security guard. Well, I mean, it's hilarious, but it's not what she intended at all. I think she tries to bluff her way in first without having to use her powers. Yeah. Of being like, I left some shit here the other day. I need to go in and get it. And the guard's like, no, you don't. So she tries to push him by telling him, give us the keys and fuck off and forget you ever saw us. And he's like, sure, no problem. And he turns around, drops trow, and starts fucking a garden gnome.
Yeah, some Tech Knight shit right there.
It is some Tech Knight shit. And that's probably as close as we're going to get to see, because he's dead now. Jordan kind of cops straight away. That's not what you told him to do. What's he doing?
Yeah, they've been glitching out. He's like, what?
That could have really fucked us over. Like, if your powers aren't working, you gotta tell us beforehand. Like, trust, please. Yeah. Come on, a little bit of trust. But they get the keys and get into the big safe room, and it's all like 1960s styled.
Well, it's the same as the rest of the house.
I know, it looked more old styly to me. Yeah. And there's a big iron lung looking thing in a corner. Yeah. And the guys head over.
He says later on it's a hyperbolic chamber.
Yeah, a hyperbaric chamber. Yeah. Cate and Jordan head over and look in and see this crispy looking dude. Like Stormfront, but all over. Yeah. So, very probably Godolphin.
Most likely.
We didn't see him die. And he was in a room on fire.
Shit on fire, yeah.
And
all the chemicals.
A room full of like V-related chemicals on fire. So, Godolphin soup, possibly.
Unless he's the guy who was like, flame on, but not intentional.
No, I'd say if it's anybody, it's likely to be Godolphin himself. Yeah. But Jordan takes a picture, and whoever wakes up and alarms start blaring, and they book it out of the house as fast as they can. We cut to Marie training with Cipher. Marie comes in and is kind of confused that she's the only one there, and is like, who am I fighting?
No.
What?
She's not confused. She knows it's one-on-one training. She's like,
but she's expecting to fight.
Yeah, there's just 2 tables.
But she does say the thing about who am I fighting. But yeah, Cipher explains that the bags on the table are to be moved from one side to the other without bursting them. Marie is, okay, I'll try. Yeah. Gives it a good shot with the first one and gets it almost over to the other side of the table, and then it bursts. And Cipher's like, well, as far as first attempts go, that was shit. Try again. She hesitates, and that's when he gives her a speech of like, no, like, drop the arm. You don't need to use the arm. You need to like feel it. She accuses him of going all Yoda, and we get the first like soft bit from him where he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. She concentrates really hard, closes her eyes, and lifts all the bags at once, moves it over to the table, and opens her eyes and is like, oh my god, I did it. And he's like, did you feel it? Is he just asking her if she felt the blood, or is that something specific about there? But Marie's not the only one getting a lesson, because Harper and Emma... Yeah,
part of them trying to figure out how to stop the fight, Emma's asked Harper to show her how she uses her own powers.
As we saw last week, Harper was able to shrink and grow nearly at will, and Emma standing on stage, and Harper's kind of trying to get a feel for it, being like, you know, what do you do to get small and big? Yeah. And she's like, well, I do the whole feeling horrible about myself to get small, and that is progress. And Harper's like, okay, well, can you do it now? She can't. She's like, okay, well, try and get big. What makes you feel good about yourself? Like, if that's what worked before. Emma's immediately like, nah, and collapses off the stage and sits down, curls up on the chair, In fairness, Harper does, I think, has the right intention of like trying to show her that A, you've been an inspiration to both of us, and B, you do have the ability to control it. Like, it's not just that, you know, you inspired Ali and me, and Ali's the first person that you've opened up to apart from me, but also, like, that stuff with Andre. You need to believe in yourself.
Yeah. Like,
not only do you need to believe in yourself because of what he told you, but also you've made us believe in ourselves. But it's not enough to make her grow, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, no, I have to say I'm liking where they're going with Harper, and I hope they don't kill her.
No, please don't kill Harper. Because you can kill Justine. That's
fine.
Absolutely,
kill Justine, because they had her from just this kind of semi-funny hanger-on in the first season to somebody with now we're actually seeing with a little bit of like depth and a bit more characterization, and obviously wanting to do the good thing. So I'm like, don't let her get churned up by all this.
No, we need to pull her back from the OnlyFans ledge.
Yes, pull her back from the OnlyFans ledge and from the nearly getting killed by Emma ledge. Yeah. But back with Cipher and Marie, he's brought in the next challenge. The goat called Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Marie is terrified of actually killing it. She's like, this is not a bag of blood. Cypher's like, well, yeah, no, it is. We're all just bags of blood, walking around, talking, moving bags of blood. And she's like, what if I kill it? He's like, that's why we named it after assholes.
Levitate Elon.
She gives it a shot and gets him off the ground. Is kind of a fair bit up, and Cipher kind of comes over and is like, don't explode him. Don't burst the bag, isn't that what he says?
Yeah.
Because Marie is in the zone and Cypher's so close to her, she turns and looks at him and has some realization and stops concentrating on Elon, and Elon explodes.
Well, before that is when she's like, why do I have to do this? And he's like, this is how you find out about our DASA.
Oh, of course.
It's like, I know you know that I was there when you were born. By cooperating with me, that's how you're going to find out.
Yeah.
This whole university was designed to create you.
Yeah. Can't believe I nearly forgot that bit, because he says to her, the whole point is you, or people, if not you specifically, people like you. Godolphin's whole aim was to breed ever better soups.
Yeah.
If you work with me on this, you can be super powerful, like the most powerful soup that's ever come out of Goju, and the most powerful soup that Vought's ever seen. And that's where she's like, hang on, more powerful than Homelander? Why would he even want that? Cipher's response is, come on, does the idea not entice you even a little bit?
Yeah.
And that's then, when she floats Elon and accidentally explodes him because she realizes something.
And Cipher's like, bring out Julia Fox.
Yeah. Marie presumably runs off afterwards to tell the gang, because that's one of the next things we see is it's Emma and Cate and Jordan and Marie kind of back in the apartment, back in the dorm. I remember it this time.
Yeah. Apartment that has
nicer things.
And a bathroom inside it.
Emma's being particularly bitchy to Cate, but...
What's new?
Yeah. Jordan shows Marie the picture that they took and realised that, okay, it's fucked up that there's somebody there, but it doesn't really get us anything.
Yeah, there's dude in it too.
Yeah.
He's teriyaki flavoured.
Oh, I can't remember his name. The ancient mummy who's tiny. He's teriyaki flavoured. But yeah, so that's when Marie drops the bomb of Cypher's human.
Yeah.
Oh no, it comes first, because she's like, Cypher's human, Cate, you can push him. And then Kate's like, actually, I can't. Because my powers are on the fritz. And they're like, well, okay, he's still human, so maybe we just...
Well, no, Emma's like, what the fuck are you kidding me? Why are you even here then?
Yeah, to which Cate responds that I'm here because I've forgiven you for trying to kill me, and now I'm trying to help you. Cipher sends her a text saying,
cameras exist.
Come on, cop onto yourself. And that he wants to see her. And that's when they're like, maybe we can actually do something out of this. He is still only human. We'll go somewhere, get him public, and get him on tape saying shit. Marie suggests that Cate wear a wire. They all laugh at the idea. And then Emma actually goes, oh, hang on a second. Wait, no. Aha, I can actually do this. And they're like, hang on, Emma, how can you do this? She's like, I've got a gang. You just get to the dean and get him to confess, and I'll do the rest. And she runs off. The rest of the episode is basically all fight night.
Yay.
From then on, Vicor is back to host fight night, along with somebody I don't know.
Some random person.
And the name has been changed to Unsafe Spaces.
Yes.
After all the crowd fanfare stuff inside, Emma and the gang are getting ready to take their part of the plan. They're outside a boiler room, and Emma tells Ali that, like, no, your powers are cool, and Ali's like, nah, they're weird. And she's like, no, they're cool, and I came up with a name for you.
Bushmaster.
And I like it. And so does Ali.
Yeah.
And then we hear Harper saying, get out of the way, I've only got 10 seconds left to phase.
And then just
straight through the door, and their clothes drop off. She opens the door from the other side and is like, close, please. They head inside, and the brother, whose name I still can't remember.
He's Lookout.
And Emma gives him a little, like, you be safe. And he's like, you guys go in there and wreck shit up. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I know I was pissed off with Sam, who doesn't make an appearance in this episode. last season for being so mean to Emma. But I'm like, who's this guy? But yeah, he's look out. The guys go inside and cut the water off 2 tubes, and Emma climbs, shrinks down.
Yeah, because she's going to go through a drain, and Ollie's giving her a tiny camera.
Teeny tiny camera and a teeny tiny
backpack.
Recording thing that goes into the backpack, and she climbs inside the tube, and off she goes. And I was kind of thinking, what if there's always rats?
Yeah.
But then not if it's like a water system. Although still,
rats fun.
Yeah, but then I was like, if it's a rat. Like, she wrestles with hamsters and a gerbil, so maybe she'll just like ride him the rest of the way.
Lemmy winks.
But no Lemmy winks. She goes into the tube and climbs her way in. And in the locker rooms, Marie and Jordan are having a bit of a heart-to-heart because, Jordan's not feeling great because everybody outside is just chanting, "We hate Jordan." Is it "We hate Jordan"? Fuck you, Jordan?
I don't know. They're not good at chanting, though.
No, it's just the rhythm of the chant is all wrong.
Americans can't chant.
No, even later when they're chanting Marie, it's just the rhythm of the chant is all wrong. And yeah,
it was... Again, lessons, English football hooligans.
Yeah, like that. That's... I'll give the English credit there. When it comes to chants at sporting events, nobody beats the English. But yeah, while they're all outside chanting, Marie and Jordan are inside talking. And Jordan, we find a little bit out about when Jordan got their powers. They say they were 6.
Yeah.
The first time that happened, and they hid it for ages. And they kept having this nightmare where everybody would just point and scream at them.
And everybody would hate them.
And yeah, they knew even from then that everybody would hate them. Marie's like, yeah, but that was just a dream. And Jordan kind of just like, can you not hear everybody outside pointing? Well, you can't hear them pointing, but you can hear them shouting. And Marie is like, no, look, it's all fake anyway. Like, this is what Vought do, you know what I mean? They've created this narrative, they've created this fake fight night, like everything is fake. All that matters and all that's real is you and me, and we're still here, and we'll get through this. Meanwhile, Cate has to go and see Cipher. Yeah. She does see the security guard and tells him she assumes his dick is quite raw.
He's like, shut your face.
Probably is. Yeah, and she goes in and Cipher is his usual charming / off-putting self and is like, hey, look, thanks for coming. And I thought somewhere private would be nice. But don't worry, you're not in any harm. Yeah. Can't say the same for your friend Jordan, though.
No. Or your accomplice.
Yes, your partner in crime. But yeah, is like, no, like, what was that? What were you at, basically? And Cate kind of fakes the reason for why she went down there. Oh no, sorry. Cipher mentions the dad first. And I was like, my dad is fine, by the way. Yeah. And she's like, your dad? He's like, the old gentleman in the tube that you scared nearly half to death? He's okay, don't worry.
Half to death.
Yeah. Do we think he's actually his dad?
Might be.
All and many remain to be seen. But yeah, then that's when Cate kind of fakes her reason of she's like, I was just...
Well, it's not really faking a reason. What she says is true. Nobody knows anything about him. Nobody knows his power set, anything like that. He's a mystery.
Yeah.
Do you blame us, for trying to... we're doing the thing you train us to do.
Yeah, no, I suppose it's not that she fakes it. It's just the way she says it is very disingenuous. Yeah. And then she tells him that she's got a secret to share.
Well, she tells him her powers are back.
Yeah, and then that she has another secret. And he's like, oh, well, hang on just a second. Nature is calling. And he heads off to the bathroom. In the meantime...
One of the maintenance guys has come back and switched the water back on.
Yeah, Emma gets conveniently flushed all the way to Cipher's toilet. And then, rather inconveniently, bears witness to his bare ass and everything when he comes to the bathroom. And we get fruit bowled by the show for
fruit bowl.
For the 3rd time?
Yeah. What is with the obsession on people on this show with wearing tiny briefs?
They always do have people in briefs, don't they?
It's always briefs. Do boxers not exist in the US?
Maybe boxers don't exist in this universe. In the boys' universe, it's only briefs.
Yeah, they don't fit under the super suits.
There you go. Yeah. That's why they don't fit under the super suits.
Yeah, doesn't explain why briefs are a thing.
Doesn't explain the security guard in his tidy whities either.
No, but boxer briefs are also a thing.
Boxer briefs are a thing. Emma manages to climb out and runs into Cate and gives her the camera, catches her attention and gives her the camera.
Well, no, we missed a very important moment because Ollie does switch the water back off.
Oh shit, yes.
By using her awesome bush powers.
Yes, she does. If I were her, I'd wear a dress though.
Yeah, but she isn't exactly embracing the bush powers.
No, well, now she is. Yeah. So maybe henceforth she will start wearing dresses for ease of access.
Yeah.
But no, she has full control over her powers.
Oh, yes, she does.
There's no needing to learn from Harper for her. No. And there's no needing to learn from Cipher for her either.
No.
And, jokes aside...
Bush powers kind of awesome.
Yeah, if
dragging stuff back to your cave.
Depending on what level of strength she has in that, that's going to be actually pretty useful power.
Because her has quite a high tensile strength.
And if it's super hair, and if it's super strong, and if it is...
If it, like, even my hair isn't super hair and it tries to choke you to death on a daily basis.
Effectively, her power is no different from, say, Butcher's, if strong enough.
Yeah, tentacles. Woo!
But, like,
Octopus
Butcher has chest tentacles that can rip people apart. If she's strong enough, her bush hair could rip people apart. So effectively the same power.
Yep.
So it is a cool power. It's just,
lesbians everywhere beware.
Yeah, she's the Bushmaster. But it's just an inconvenient, well, embarrassing, but no less powerful. Anyway, yes, well remembered. That is indeed what saves Emma in the end from complete drowning. But yeah, Emma gets out of the toilet, gets to Cate and gives her the camera, and Cipher comes back in and is like, so, this secret.
What you got? Yeah, but who's he texting while he's on the cam?
Is he is he just doom scrolling?
I don't know. He's probably texting at Cipher.
Well, yeah, he's probably not doom scrolling. I'm sure he's doing something important.
Yeah.
But yeah, he comes back in and Cate tries to bluff him then, because we know she has her powers back, but they're not... we know her powers are not gone, but they're not back.
They're wonky.
And she tries to say that, no, my powers are back fully, and...
They're all, like, sharp and shit. Like, I can first, and I can read new people.
Yeah, I can read people I never could before, and implying you, because I know your secret. And he's like, oh, what secret's this then? She's like, well, you're human, and tries to play the... I don't have to tell anybody else. I can keep your secret. If I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And he's like, well, what agreement would that be? She's like, well, for starters, stop the fight that's about to start. He's like, yeah, okay, that seems reasonable enough. And then drops the shroud immediately and is like, is this my good side?
Is this my angle? Is this my camera? Because this isn't my good side. And then when he finds it, he's really disgusted about the fact that it's a... What is it? It's a low...
It's a low angle. It's all chin. I'm all nostrils and chin. He picks it up and it's just like sloppy work.
Yeah, he's more annoyed by the sloppy work than anything else.
I think
he's like a little bit of admiration for the fact that they're trying to blackmail him.
Yeah, no,
I'm
really...
Okay, cool.
There's
a potential going on here. Like, he's trying to motivate them to do the best thing that they can.
That's why I'm getting to like him.
Yeah, he is interesting.
Because he's, like, with Cate there, he's annoyed, but again, he's more annoyed at how sloppy she's been. Like, you should have known there was cameras in my house, or you should have known you were going to get caught.
Yeah.
And you
gotta think, you gotta be smarter than this.
And okay, yeah, I did catch you out on this, but I at least thought you would have tried a little harder. Like, this is sloppy.
And he's like, no point in wasting a good bloodbath.
On stage, in the ring, Marie and Jordan have entered and stood there staring at each other for a while. And then
kiss with tongues to massive booing.
Yeah, the booing gets even louder.
And then we discover Cipher's actually a soup.
This has been intercut kind of in between Cate and Cipher's conversation and Marie and Jordan coming out. But yeah, when Cipher says no point in spoiling a bloodbath, he walks up and does something, and Jordan...
He's shitting in a nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they break the kiss, and Marie's like, oh, do you feel better now? And Jordan shifts to female Jordan, smiles at her, and then lamps her.
Wallops her.
And then pews her a couple of times at the hands, too.
Marie's like, stop, what the fuck? And then we cut back
Jordan's
to Cipher.
Jordan's going to Pound Town, but not in the best way.
No. Cut back to Cipher, and Cipher tells Cate, oh, don't be rude, give a little wave. And he waves, and then Jordan turns around and waves in the exact same way back up at the Dean, and we're like, oh, okay, so we were wrong. He's not a human, he has powers.
And then he goes to use the hand, and Jordan starts to say, don't use the hand, and you can see Cipher saying it, and realisation is dawning on everybody.
Yeah, well, Marie, because of what Cipher had said earlier about the hand not doing anything, realises it's like, Cipher? He says, meat puppets, but with no strings.
Yeah, do it.
Continues fighting, beating the crap out of Marie, and you finally get it.
Yeah.
You finally get your moment.
Yeah, she levitates somebody.
And yeah, earlier than I thought. It was only episode 4, not episode 8, but yeah, levitates Jordan and holds them a good bit in the air above. I'm not sure if is concentrating to just keep Jordan in the air, or is looking for something as well?
Fling them.
Yeah, or is it just it's taking all of Marie's effort to just keep Jordan there? But the smile on Jordan's face, that it's obviously supposed to be Cipher's smile.
Yeah, it's the satisfaction.
Of yes, I knew you could do it. Cipher relinquishes control, and Jordan is like, Marie, please stop. This really, really fucking hurts. Marie drops Jordan to the ground.
Rolls out of the way.
Yeah, rolls out of the way. And we cut back to Cipher looking really, really smug, and Marie and Jordan looking shocked, and episode is over. And that was episode 4.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was I felt like it was a little bit of a placeholder episode, and I can't quite put my finger on why.
I think it was more of a Cipher development episode than anything else.
Because not much happens with everything. We do get a good bit of...
We get a lot of information about Cipher.
More questions raised, but we do get to see a lot more of him in this episode and how he's operating.
Powers beyond physical. Beyond manipulation of actual physical blood that she produces herself.
Yeah. So what do we think about Cipher? I know we're going to need more information, but we know Marie can't sense V in his blood. That's one thing we know for sure, and I'm assuming is correct, because when Cipher is that's how you got your information, it's from Marie, it's to do with the no V in the blood, so I'm assuming that's correct. Yeah,
when he's like, oh, you got your intel off Marie. I don't know.
Or he can hide the V in his blood.
Or if V in the blood is just a newer one and he's an old soup. We don't know if Stormfront had... It could be detectable in her.
Yeah, we've only ever seen her detect it in Newman.
Yeah.
And kind of in Maverick. Don't know if that was the V in his blood or just his circular system in general. But yeah, she definitely did it with Newman.
Yeah.
So she does know how to detect V in blood. Yeah, or if that is Godolphin, and Godolphin got superpowers, and he is Godolphin's son, did he get some superpowers that way?
I don't know.
And wasn't actually injected with V?
Yeah. I don't think anybody's having any sort of...
sex. True, yeah, it could have been the same way the Homelander was created.
Yeah.
From Soldier Boys jizzing off into a cup.
Yeah.
Is that Godolphin, and is he maybe controlling Cipher? Many, many questions. Did like more Cipher, though, I will say that.
Although the only issue I have is that if he's controlling Cipher from afar, it's very similar to that episode of Supernatural where with your man who's watching the cartoons.
Yeah, true. And also then there's a whole other level of possession where he would be possessing Cipher
through somebody else.
Yeah, or possessing Jordan through somebody else. So more questions. Some development, but more questions. I think more of the development is it actually in how he is reacting to Cate and Marie. Like you said, with Cate, he's disappointed in her sloppiness, and with Marie, he wants her to kind of be the best that she can be. He genuinely does. He doesn't want to hurt Marie.
I think she's also partially because she's the last Odessa.
Oh yeah,
surviving Odessa.
Oh, she's important to him for that reason, but he's not going to. He's not going to hurt her. He'll manipulate her and he'll hurt those around her, but he's not going to hurt her. And if the point is genuinely to create the strongest soup ever, well, he needs to keep working with her.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to slowly try and bring her around to his side, whatever his side is. Because we still don't know that entirely either.
Yeah, because he is working within the Vought framework.
But yeah, it's got to be just that. He's too smart to just be doing what Homelander says.
Yeah, but he's not going to... He's also too smart to, hide shit. Because nothing he's told them has necessarily been false. Yeah,
he's never lied. It's just been omissions of information. Yeah. Even from the start with Marie, when she came back to the college, he's like, this is bullshit. I know you still hate me and hate everything about this university kind of thing. Well, in private conversations with them.
Yeah.
Never been, deceitful as such.
No.
So yeah, no, definitely liking where they're going with him. Liking that they're kind of bringing Cate back into the fold a little bit as well.
Yeah.
As I said, we were missing Sam in this episode, but where we left him in the last episode wasn't in, a bad place.
Yeah, I reckon we're probably going to get Sam going home or something like that.
Maybe. And we might get to see Sam do a fight as well.
Yeah.
That would be fun. In the ring fight. Yeah. It could be cool if we get to see some more in the ring fights as well. Like you said, if it's going to be a part of the ranking thing.
Yeah.
Will we get to see just a few flashes here and there in the background of other fights going on for other people having the rankings?
The way it works in Bunraku, you have to fight your way up the rankings to number 1.
Well, yeah, I would assume. Yeah, if number 7 and 6 are fighting and you beat them, you become number 6. Well, yeah, no, but I mean, will we get to see in the background, say number 8 and 9 having a fight just on the screen somewhere, and just get to see some
other powers,
like we saw the very first episode, Golden Boy fighting the
Incredible Steve.
Yeah, exactly. We said it back then, but yeah, give us more of that stuff.
Yeah,
you are doing it a bit in this season, but give us more. But yeah, that was the episode overall. A bit placeholdery, but there was still some really, really good stuff in there as well. Yeah,
well, I think because they gave us enough, here's the world, and here's where the guys are and where they stand in the first 3 episodes, and now it's here's this random character, here's this character who's a bit weird, but he's central to everything.
True, yeah, we haven't gotten too much about Cipher in the first couple of episodes. Also, I wonder, is there an element of... We had a new director and 2 new writers that they didn't necessarily want to let these guys go fully off the reins on their first episode and let them just do whatever with the plot.
Yeah.
But not to say they did a bad job at all.
No, whoever made the decision to keep that wobbly bicycle ride in Denver Falls to you. Because watching Hid's ungainly ass try and get on.
There were some choice lines as well. Yeah. I thought the Gatrix thing was quite funny. Emma saying that Cate has a timeshare in Cipher's butthole.
Yeah.
So the consistency is still there as well. But that was it for season 2, episode 4. We will be back next week with season 2, episode 5, whatever it is called.
Yeah, because we don't know yet.
No, we don't know yet. But going forward for the next couple of episodes, they probably won't go up as quick as these first 4 did.
No.
Because we were off last week for the first 3. We happen to be off today for episode 4. We're both in work next Wednesday when it comes out. So it'll probably go up maybe Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
We'll try and get it up as soon as we can, but it definitely won't be on the same day. As ever, thank you for joining us, guys. In the meantime, if you want, you can head back and listen to our previous episodes or our other podcasts, Mono Rants at the Movies and Death Rants, a Metalocalypse podcast. And we also have a YouTube channel now where all 3 podcasts are together. It's just YouTube/Monorants. And you can come and chat with us on socials, on Twitter at RantsMono, on BlueSky at Monorants, on Instagram at Monorants_the_boys, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll chat to you next week.
Slán,
bye.